Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We are going to continue with Phyrexia All Will Be One here. After a pretty good week last week, got double trophy on Monday, Wednesday, and then fell flat on Friday with what wasn't a great deck, but what also just wasn't a very good draft. So we're going to see if we can pick that up today. Starting with Black Sun's Twilight, we had this in our deck on Friday, although we saw it just one time and unfortunately misplayed with it a little bit, but we're going to make sure we clean that up a little bit today. I don't think Evangelist will wheel, because Black-White is a decent deck, even though I haven't really played with it much. But, I mean, this is by far and away the best card, and by far and away the worst color, in my opinion. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do as far as this goes. Maybe we try to splash it. I don't think splashing is very good in this format, but we're going to take Black Sun Twilight here, and continue just seeing what comes with this. Now it's pretty clearly a white card. The question is Bladed Ambassador or Planar Disruption. I'm going to lean into the Planar Disruption here. Maybe we get a late Kaya or something to go into black-white control. This card is very good, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you got to put cards head-to-head against each other. Planar Disruption against Bladed Ambassador? Well, Planar Disruption wins that one. So I think it's a pretty good Planar Disruption here. If this weren't here, I would be taking the Ambassador. Mandible just to CR is notable. We'll see if that comes around. I doubt it will, but it might. And as we look toward pick 3 here, if you have found this channel for the first time and you find yourself enjoying the draft, enjoying the gameplay, a subscription would be greatly appreciated. If you would not mind considering subscribing to the channel. We are rapidly growing here, well over 700 subscribers now, and we've got a great community, a great comment community going. And one other thing is that if you found ads before this video, don't forget that as long as I have under 1,000 subscribers, YouTube gets 100% of that ad revenue, and I get this much percent of it. So if you at all want to help me out getting closer to 1,000 for that reason, it'd be a big help to the channel. And yeah, thanks so much for your consideration on that. Here we have Terramorphic Expanse to help us potentially splash one of these. Annihilating Glare, this isn't a card I've really played a lot of, but I think taking it this early means we could potentially get into some sort of black-white might-based deck, which means Indoctrination Attendant would also be pretty good. But again, another removal spell. I mean, I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Annihilating Glare here, and then see a 2-drop in Duelist of Deep Faith, and you can't really pass that up in the format. I did on Friday, I took Atraxa's Skitterfang over this, which I don't think I would do anymore. If there were a Skitterfang in this pack, I would take Duelist of Deep Faith here. I think this card is just better. Skitterfang is pretty bad when you're on the defensive. It's a 3-mana 2/2, and that's it. When you're on the offensive, it does some work, but same with Duelist of Deep Faith. When you're on the offensive, it does some work. And when you're on the defensive, it's a 2/2 that can block, but it doesn't cost you 3 mana, it only costs you 2 mana, so love securing up my first 2-drop here. And I'm not actually sure I've drafted black-white at all yet this format. This might be my first time, but we're not locked into black-white. We'll see what comes here. Maybe it can be like last Monday's draft when we had a pick 10 Kaya in pack number 2, I think. Maybe pack number 3, not exactly sure. So I've liked Dune Mover quite a bit. This is my energy refractor of the format. This card's been pretty good, but I think I'm just going to land on Stinging Hive Master here. 3 mana 3/2 Toxic 1 dies into a Might. Works well enough with Annihilating Glare that I think it's worth taking. There's a couple of decent blue cards here, but Distorted Curiosity just hasn't worked out. Blue does not care about it corrupted all that much. It's basically just an artifacts deck, so I'll take the Hive Master here. No white, which is notable. There is a Cruel Grimnarch, but it's too slow for this format. Infectious Inquiry, which could be okay, and then Offer Immortality, which does go really well with Duelist. But if white is already drying up, I wonder if we're going to even be able to play this. You know what? I'm going to take the Offer Immortality here over the Infectious Inquiry. Because unfortunately, white does look to be drying up for sure. There is a Barbatterfist here. It's a 2-drop. So is Axiom Engraver, but Barbatterfist could go in red-black. It's pretty late for these 3 red cards, just the fact that there are still 3 red cards in the pack. Chittering Skitterling. This has been a little slow for the format, but Pestilent Siphoner just is not really where you want to be. This card, if you are at all on the defensive, just sucks. Sinew Dancer is like fine. I wouldn't mind playing a copy if we end up being black-white. But I think I'm going to take the Skitterling here. Complete Devotion goes well with Duelist and Hive Master. It would go well with Head Cleaver as well, but this is not really a card I like that much of. Let's take Complete Devotion here. Vraska's Fall is, I think, main deckable, but not like very exciting. I guess Thrill of possibility. And Skrelv's Hive. All right, well, that's enough to kind of go into black-white, in my opinion. There's a Scrap Trap and an Annihilating Glare that would go very well with Skrelv's Hive. That could wheel here. So I'm going to take the Hive and look to ideally be black-white here. Complete Devotion looking great with the Hive now. Immortality looking great with the Hive. Skitterling just got a lot better. So yeah, we've got that really helps the deck quite a bit. Notably, we did not wheel that black-white uncommon, but I didn't really expect it to. Ideally not playing Vraska's Fall if we could help it, but everything else here seems okay. Ooh. I think I have to take the Anoint with Affliction. As good as Koth is, we kind of just found our lane, and I don't really want to leave it. Even for Koth. There's a Volt Charge and Koth, so there's going to be a red drafter who's going to be like, why do I have to make this decision? But we have an Anoint with Affliction. I think we're just going to have to go ahead and take that and eat our vegetables here with another Planar Disruption. Scrap Trap would be good, Indoctrination Attendant would be good, and Sinew Dancer would be good. Any of those wheeling would be just fine. And there's a chance it could. Charforger, Vorak, Predation are all cards that could go. Skull Bomb could go. Finisher could go. I mean, I think I'm just going to go ahead and take Planar Disruption. I mean, you very well could have taken one of the other 2 cards that I mentioned as well. Probably been fine with that, but Planar Disruption is just very good. Well, there's another Anoint with Affliction. Porcelain Zealot would be a good card for the deck. Zealot's Conviction might be playable, but we're going to go ahead and take the Anoint with Affliction number 2. We've got removal for days here, which is great for getting our opponents corrupted with Skrelv's Hive, so. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removal spells. Necrogen Communion versus Sinew Dancer number 1, Gulping Scrap Trap, Bone Picker Scourge. There's been a Scrap Trap and a Sinew Dancer coming around. I wonder if Necrogen Communion is worth it. That can't be worth it. I'm going to take my first copy of Sinew Dancer and hope that it doesn't come back to bite me, because I would like at least 1 copy of Gulping Scrap Trap in this deck. I just don't know if that's going to be the one that wheels or if the Dancer is going to be the one that wheels. I think I'll take... Well, I mean, again, with all of these Skrelv's Hives, Offer Immortality seems pretty good. We don't have any multicolored spells, so Zenith Chronicler is just a 2-mana 3/1. But I think we are winning through Corrupted and Toxic with this deck, which means Offer Immortality is actually going to be better for us. Thane of Contracts. Well, that's horrible in our deck. But we're not playing anything else here. Yeah, this is just not good. Yeah, I'm not playing anything else, though, so I'll just cut black. Not playing anything here either. Too expensive for our deck. I think we're locked into black-white. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I think we're in a decent spot to be black-white right now. We've got a lot of removal and a Skrelv's Hive. Definitely need more creatures. Only have 4 creatures right now, which is not great. I'll be taking Duelist of Deep Faith over a lot. I'll be taking more Hive Masters here. Gulping Scrap Trap on the wheel would be great. And it did wheel. Awesome. Okay, so we got at least 1 copy of Scrap Trap, which is great. Don't know how many I'd play. I might play 2, but it depends on the rest of the curve here. So we'll play that by ear based on what comes around. Nothing here. I'm just going to go ahead and let blue and red flow. No need to take the best card out of that pack if I can just solidify my opponents into blue. Or my fellow table mates. Scrap Trap 2 or Basilica Skull Bomb. I just never find room for this. It's just so expensive. 3 mana sorcery speed is just too expensive in the format, I think, for these Skull Bombs. Now, if there was no Scrap Trap in that pack, now I wish I would have taken the Skull Bomb. I don't know if I'm playing 3 of these. Alright, pack 3, pick 1. We find ourselves nothing. There's Rebel Salvo, Incubation Sac, Ruthless Predation, Hazardous Blast, which are all good, but for us, I mean, I guess Bone Picker Scourge, or even just a Terramorphic Expanse, but I don't really like playing tap lands in decks like this. If there was a Duelist of Deep Faith, I'd be totally happy just taking that here. But there is not, so I guess we take a Bone Picker Scourge and really not like it. Spinoderm has been good, but again, I think we're just pretty dedicated black-white. How many artifacts do we have? 0. 2 mana, 2/1 lifelink. I don't think I'm playing 4 of these. I don't think this is a Testament Bearer deck. Apostle is just way too expensive in my experience. Oof, don't like that. Alright, Archfiend, do we have a sack outlet? That's the question. We kind of do have a sack outlet. Alright, do we have any other sack outlets? We can kill our own Archfiend with Black Sun's Twilight. We can sacrifice it with Annihilating Glare. Okay, so we have the sacrifice outlets to play this card this time. So maybe we won't meme ourselves and die to it twice in a row to freaking Mesmerizing Dose like last time. For all of you that are looking for that video, don't. Here we go. Annihilating Glare. I think we have to take that here now that we have an Archfiend of the Dross. Now we have 2 ways to sacrifice along with a double Anoint. So we have ways to kill our own Archfiend if things get dire. So Yeah, we'll take that here. Would love another Duelist of Deep Faith here. Would love a Blightbelly Rat. Even another Justiciar might not be the end of the world. Crawling Chorus is probably good enough here. We might even wheel something out of this pack. Against all odds, I think I'll take the Crawling Chorus, though. Pick 6, Volt Charge, but not for us. Is Swooping Lookout for us? Not really. Is Bonepicker Scourge number 2 for us? Not really. I don't think I'm playing that. I might play this, but I doubt it. Let's see. Crawling Chorus number 2. There we go. Another Complete Devotion. I think I need the creature here, though. So I'm going to take the Crawling Chorus number 2. Whisper of the Dross is always good to have a copy of. Nimraiser Paladin. Well, I think Scrap Trap is better than Paladin in this deck. That could be wrong, though. I'm just going to take my first Whisper. Predation Wield. I don't think I'm playing anything here. Scrap Trap number 4 Wield. I don't think I'm playing it, but I'm not playing anything else, so... Whisper of the Dross 2, Sinew Dancer 2. I'm going to do Whisper of the Dross 2. It's got Proliferate. Can kill their X1s. We got a lot of removal in this deck. Don't think we're playing Lookout. I don't know if Justiciar makes the cut. I don't think we're playing Veil. That's just not a good card. He says as there's another one here. I mean, Immortality, I don't think I'm playing 3, but we'll see. Pretty clearly a 16 land deck for this channel. If you know me well, you know how much I like 16 land decks and hate 17 because all I do is get flooded. Cut that here and then, oops, cut one of these. And is that the deck? I mean, sort it by creature here. How do we win? We win with Skrulv's Hive. We win with Archfiend. We win with Crawling Chorus, getting them corrupted, and then proliferating it. Proliferate double here. Removal. It's not great. I did not end up with the amount of creatures I wanted to early on. The only thing I could really add is like, I don't even know. A Scourge or a Lookout, but like all of our non-creatures are actually pretty good. Offer Immortality goes very, very well with the Duelist. It goes well with the Crawling Chorus. It goes well with Skrulv Hive. It goes well with Hive Master. So yeah, I mean, I think this is a nice tight little black-white deck that can hopefully get there. I think this might be my first black-white deck in the format. Either way, see you in game 1. Alright, opponent goes first, but we have 1-drop, 2-drop here. If we find a black, we can sacrifice the Chorus to kill a problem creature. We've got a removal spell, so we've got stuff we can do. See if they have potentially the Whisper of the Dross or something here. They could have the 2-mana kind of Anticipate creature, or not creature, Anticipate spell. Or they had something they didn't want to use. Got all the removal in the world, just can't cast all of it. Serum Snare. Okay. Well, joke's on you. I'm just going to play it again. Malcator is a watcher. Yeah. So I can save my Justiciar here, or I can use this on the chorus to draw a card and try to get out of this land flood. Just gonna go ahead and save this. I mean, my life is getting buffered, so there's that. I just need to find a swamp, obviously. 2 swamps, ideally. Don't know what you do, but I'm sure you're good.
I got sharp eyes and sharper blades.
All right.
Should be enough of a distraction.
I'd like to get them corrupted. We could planar disruption down the Kaito. We could also annihilating glare down Kaito. Okay, so this is still going to be sitting on the battlefield as a as with its static ability that I forgot about. So I'm going to go ahead and annihilating glare it.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
And I didn't do that pre-combat because this couldn't attack or block anyway, so didn't really matter. They are corrupted, so this kills anything. This kills anything. This locks down anything. That's fine if that's what you want to use it on. Swamp off the top would be great. Alright. See if they have a counter spell. Can't really do anything except play the Archfiend here, so I'm just going to do it. So if they counter it, they counter it. We'll see. Good thing is we have a sacrifice outlet here in case they mesmerizing dose. They'll just annihilating glare, that's fine. Alright. Got protection against removal here with Skitterling. And we've got all kinds of removal for their creatures. Okay, that's fine. My turn. I could just scrap trap, but I'd like to get some more damage in, so let's go ahead. Just put that one down. They have 1 blue up. What is that? A singular blue in the format. I can't really think of what that is. Okay. Go ahead and play the Scrap Trap here now. And they've had enough. Alright. We did our best there. A little bit of mana screwed at the beginning, but we got it. Never didn't have it. Nice deck. Alright, opponent goes first again. We don't have any way to use these Annihilating Glares, but we do have removal. It's a sketchy hand, but I'm gonna start by keeping it, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this for now. What does that even do? Okay. Sure. This is a way to lose in the format with this hand, man. We have all three Scrap Traps, and they don't have a single poison yet. So... I mean, we gotta play a creature. So, here you go. Becomes a 3/3 unblockable with 4 or more? Okay. Put one on top. We just have a horrible, horrible hand of this game. Probably wasn't worth keeping. Probably should have sent it back. Guess my plan is to block the Furnace Strider with this and give it Death Touch. That holds this back for a turn. This is unblockable now. So they can make a 1/1 by removing an oil counter and then making a 1/1 here. So this also drains them for 2 every time one of their creatures dies. Whenever any creature dies. However, we don't gain life from that. So... no mesmerizing dose, please. He says as the mesmerizing dose comes down. I have never cast this card and not had it mesmerizing dosed. I'm going to keep this on because I can keep the oil counters going on this for a while, and I'd like the trigger from whenever a creature dies, they lose 2 life. Does it lose all abilities? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, they lose 2 life. Alright. They have an endless stream of 1/1s here. Double Furnace Strider. Okay. Doesn't have any oil though. Although they can give it. They have like endless stream of haste here. Oh, I have to block. Why is it always got to be Mesmerizing Dose, man? Oh, they have an endless stream of Furnace Striders as well. Yeah. Well, I need to somehow stop this non-stop. Like, they have the combo where they can just get an endless stream of Furnace Striders here every single turn, so I have to end that. Because this thing makes a 1/1, and then, like, they remove a counter, they make a 1/1, they equip it to the 1/1, it becomes a Furnace Strider. The beginning of next turn, they put a counter here, and they do it all over again. So 4 mana make a Furnace Strider every single turn, and scry 1. Pretty good. Oh, now they just make a 5/5 reach every turn. While we draw all the rest of our lands here, so I think they've gotten us. Maybe one day we'll play an Archfiend of the Dross that doesn't get Mesmerizing Dosed on the immediate next turn. Maybe one day. But today has not seemed to be that day. They've got a pretty good blue-green oil deck, or blue-red oil deck, so good for them. Oh, they both have Menace, so it loses anyway, so. Alright, well, cross your fingers we don't play against a blue or white deck in the next round. So we don't get Mesmerizing Dosed or Planar Disruption on our Archfiend. Okay, we have turn 1 Crawling Chorus with some other things behind it, so that's pretty good. If we aren't dead by the time that matters. Yep. Alright, well, let's get on in there. Okay. Well. Yeah. It's not really a race we win, but I don't know, getting them corrupted seems, I don't know. Man, I don't know. That's Chimney Rabble and then we're just gonna die. Okay. Um, Alright. Get the 1/1. Play the other one. Sacrifice the 1/1. Hold up, offer immortality, I guess. Okay, that's fine. If I attack, I would like to give this +2/+2. But then I can't do anything else. Maybe I draw into a card that'll let me do that as well. They might just not block. I don't think they will. Alright, let's draw a card and get punished for playing a land early. Ugh, that sucks. Gotta hold those lands if you're gonna draw cards. I'm gonna go ahead and just corrupt them like this. Play Sinew Dancer, and then I don't think I really need to attack with the chorus, to be honest. We have Annihilating Glare to sacrifice things. We have this thing to tap something down. It's just so frustrating, man. Now we have nothing. Okay. Alright, put them to 10. They have something in hand, just don't know what exactly it is. Could be a Volt Charge, but they just don't have a target to use it on. Oil Gorger Troll, okay. Gain 3 life, that does protect them a little bit. See if they try to Volt Charge this one down here now. Nope. Okay, what do you have then? Nothing? I guess nothing. Alright, well, we were getting to the land part of the deck, so at least we closed it out when we did. Alright, we go first with a fine hand. 1-drop, 2-drop removal. It's about what you're looking for. Unfortunately, neither of these have Toxic, so that kind of sucks, but we'll survive. Opponent has taken a mulligan. You love to see it. Hexgold Slash on the way. Can't do anything about it. I'm not just going to not play my Justiciar here. So we'll go ahead and slash it more than likely. Or will they slash the Dancer? They're thinking about it. Which one you want? Which one you want? Which one you gonna do? Can't decide. Little do you know, I'd prefer you to do the Dancer. I think they're going to do the Justiciar, but... yeah, they did the Justiciar, so... again, I can't not play it there, so... just going to go ahead and play my creature. Not blocking. Shrapnel Slinger. Okay. Don't know how long it's going to take to get them corrupted. No. I don't have to use this. Could just get in here. I could just use this thing to tap something down right now. Okay. No plays. Alright. Well, this is a race I'm fine having, because we're getting you corrupted in short order here. Which would make this great. Land Lattice Blade Mantis. That is fine by me, because I can just go ahead and do that. Get you corrupted here. And this only costs 1 now. I think I would rather do this than cast an Anoint with Affliction on one of these things. Okay. This isn't necessarily a race we win, but again, we've got so much removal in hand that I think it's fine to have this race right now. Okay, can't do anything about them drawing that card there. I'm gonna Whisper the Dross one of these down by blocking with Duelist this time. At least that's gonna be the plan. If they continue to prove they don't have an instant in hand, which it doesn't look like they do. So now I can just do this and then Whisper that down. Kill that. Sylvok Battle Chair, that's fine. Well, actually... and pay the 4 here. Get in there, get him down up to 7 toxic. Potentially have lethal next turn with a scrap trap off the top or something like that. They can equip this, but then they're not quite dead, but close. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, so the question is, I can now use Anoint with Affliction and they're left with nothing, effectively. So, I think that's what I'm gonna do, because, I mean, this Battle Chair does basically nothing here, as long as they don't have a creature. So they just top deck a land or something, then. That's fine. They're also at 9 toxic now, so notable. But looks like toxic and regular damage will happen at the same time this game. Ooh, what does that do? Doesn't have haste, that's what it does. Alright, well, we got there with our deck of removal. Removal's good. Cheap removal's great. Alright, we go first again with 1-drop and removal. At least this can trade off if we need it to. One turn too late, buddy. But you're still a welcome sight to see. Darn. Yep, he got me. Don't really have a desire to planar disruption that. Because next turn I play a Scrap Trap and that doesn't matter anymore. Fair. Yeah, I'll just play the Scrap Trap. Don't see why not. Next turn we have Hive Master plus removal if they play a good 4-drop here. It's not a good one, but it's a fine enough one that I still think it's worth getting rid of so we can attack. And then play the Hive Master. Have another removal spell next turn if we need it. And then we're at the mercy of the top of our deck. No blocks, we win this race. They have, yep, okay. Well, you are corrupted now. Anything but a land, he says as a land comes off the top. Well, I guess we're getting in there then, right? Just gonna hold it. We have 2 more Scrap Traps that make this not look great. Planar Disruption can kill a 5-drop or something. Yeah. It's got haste, but it's still a better target, so... Anything but a land. There we go. Finally. Alright, put them to 5 toxic. Not that it really matters. I mean, I think we're going to get them down to 0 before they get to 10 poison. Predation Steward. Okay. Sounds about right. Can't really attack because that is not a race we win. They chose not to crack their Dross Pits, which tells me they might have a 7-drop in hand. Don't like that. I will be blocking here. And then getting blown out by a combat trick. Nope. Okay. Okay. I guess the Scrap Trap is what we're bringing back. It's an instant, right? Yeah. I guess the only way we get blown out here is by Tyvar's stand. But they would have used that. Okay, now we have to use this. Yeah, I think we'll take that back here. Maybe we just proliferate our way up to 10. Plague Nurse. Yep. Go ahead. Yep, can't block it. I mean, I could, but not going to. Five, 6, 7. Question is, do I use this now to try to draw an extra card? Or do I use it defensively to eat their Plague Nurse? Well, no, they can't attack with Plague Nurse anymore because of... Well, we are... Oh, I'm just dead. Well, let's try to draw a card then. Okay, and it does keep me alive. For a moment. And we died of removal, but, I mean, we couldn't have done anything different that turn there. They just keep choosing to not sacrifice their Dross Pits, which is weird. Okay, yeah, that's good. Sure. We can't attack with both. We can't attack with the Scrap Trap, and we can't attack with the 1/1. So that pretty much answers that question. Send it back. Not liking our spot here, but we're not dead. Ah. Yeah, they got us. Dang. Yeah, we proliferate them up to 9, but that's not good enough because they just kill us on the backswing here with 2 and 1, so. No, I didn't have fun. Who do you think I am? Alright, we go first with Duelist to Deep Faith on turn 2, and when you have that in the format, it's hard to send it back. Potentially Archfiend on turn 4? With the best deck in the format being red-green, not having a good answer to a 6/6 flyer, it's shocking that every time I've resolved this, it's gotten pacified. Every time! All 3. Let's see if we can resolve it this time against potentially a red-green deck or something that just can't deal with it. I guess, okay, that might be a lie. I think they killed it once. I think they used that 1 mana sacrifice card to kill it once. So one time it just straight up didn't survive. The other 3 times it got pacified. So, but it's never dealt a single point of damage to our opponent. So there's that. All right, what do you got for just 1 green mana over there that you didn't want to cast? Blue-green. Well, blue-green does contain Mesmerizing Dose. Oh, Green Sun Twilight is what you cast. Or what you didn't want to cast last time. So you looked at 2 cards, and you get a creature and a land, and you managed to find a creature and a land. Okay, sure. Yeah, look at 2 cards, put a creature and or a land into your hand. So they looked at 2 cards, they found a land and a creature. Good for you. Lands would be nice. No, not for you, for me. No. No. At least we can keep eating away at their board at the expense of adding to ours or drawing any lands. White off the top would be good, so we could play Chorus and Planar Disruption, and then black after that for an Archfiend. But you know, a turn 7 Archfiend isn't near as fun as a turn 4 Archfiend. Okay. Yeah. Exile top 2, play them this turn, and play an additional land. Hey, there goes their Mesmerizing Dose. Haha, goodbye. Pro red and green. Feels not great, but I can't have that hitting me anymore. So I'm going to have to play a creature and re-equip here. Another viral spawning. Yeah. Turn it into a 5/5. Oh, hi there. I didn't even remember you were in our deck. Well, that's all I can do, and I can't attack, so go ahead. So I can chump with Crawling Chorus? Just to prevent them drawing 2 cards? Doesn't have trample, does it? No. Okay, good. Fine. This Archfiend in the draws, it just, every time we put this in our deck, our opponents are like, but what if we put 2 Mesmerizing Doses in ours? Like, it's just so much. Oh, there's just so many Mesmerizing Doses. But thank God they've gotten rid of 2 of them already. I guess I need a black, specifically a black, or Annihilating Glare. There we go. Okay. I swear to God, if they top deck a Mesmerizing Dose... They had no cards in hand, guys. They had no cards in hand. There's no way. If they had it, they would have just cast it. So I don't think they did, but oh my God. Could you imagine? That's fine. -3, -3. What if I just get rid of this? Hit them for 6, 7, 8? They're not dead. If I have to attack here. They're dead next turn, but I would also like to make sure that they can't hit me with the sword next turn. So I have to leave this back to chump. So I do this. I don't attack here, because if I attack with both of these, they just eat both of them. And I leave this back to chump, and I kill the other one. And then they can't hit me, and then they're just at the mercy of whatever is right here to deal with that. It seems like the best potential answer here. So they have 1 draw step here. Okay. Block. Okay, they weren't dead. And that should do it. Doesn't really matter how we do this, but... Go ahead and get on in there. Sweet. Alright, we finally got a win with an Archfiend to the Dross. How great it feels. Now I'll stop complaining. We've done it all. We've won. Alright, so this is a very sketchy hand to keep, but this can kill an X1. We have a turn 3 play, and we have a turn 4 Archfiend if we draw any land off the top. So, just the fact that we have this means I think I'm willing to keep. And now it's a great hand. So, alright, they have +2/+2, free from flesh. We'll have to keep that in mind. Zenith Chronicler. Alright, well, things are working out in our favor here for sure. Give them a poison counter, play Hive Master next turn. They are playing red-green. We have a turn 4 Archfiend, which is going to be very difficult for them to deal with, so I'm liking it so far. See if they have a combat trick. Well, we know they have free from flesh, so I mean, not the end of the world. Because preventing that damage, getting an extra toxic, and an extra Vorak is not great, but gonna have to make sure we draw some of our proliferation so that this thing can clock them. But not gonna not play it, right? Not blocking. Clearly they have something in hand. Yikes. Okay. Well, let's get on in there then. Kill that Spinoderm. Okay, if they go to 10, we'll play a good blocker. They're not yet corrupted, but as soon as they get corrupted, we have a sack outlet for the Archfiend if things go crazy. Alright, well that's a blocker, so... really need like a Gulping Scrap Trap off the top. That would be a great draw for us. We'll just get on in there. This makes them corrupted, which turns on our Skitterling here. They're down to 8. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play a Lifelinker. Okay. Do they have a fight spell in hand? And they were just waiting to hit a land? No way. I thought they had a fight spell in hand as well. Alright, my turn. And should be good. There we go. Alright. Archfiend the Dross is a good card when it doesn't get pacified. We even had a sack outlet there, so we protected ourselves a little bit, but... against red-green, the best deck in the format, Archfiend does some work. Oh, hello there, Skrelv's Hive. We're on the draw. It doesn't produce a blocking creature, but... we do have Annihilating Glare, we have Complete Devotion, we've got Immortality to make them block, and so... see the power of Dune Mover. They're going to go ahead and get their swamp now. Okay, take 2 and a poison. Would very much like to draw a blocker right now. Not exactly. Which is not looking great for us so far. I can Planar Disruption and Annihilating Glare, but maybe that just keeps the board clean enough right now. I mean, I really don't like doing this, but like, it makes sure we don't get corrupted. We have a Gulping Scrap Trap coming down at some point here. We have an endless stream of 1/1s. We will be losing life as well. And Black-White really has a lot of corrupted payoffs, so I want to make sure they don't get to those. Okay. Well, unfortunately, no plays here. They found an outlet to sacrifice this to proliferate, so if they can get another poison on us, they'll get us corrupted. Okay, hit for 4. Go to 12, continue losing life. Okay. Gonna go ahead and get the poison on them, and then I think just play a Scrap Trap here. Proliferate that poison. And then probably block? No. I mean, it depends what they do. If they play just like a dumb creature that they're willing to sacrifice to this. Well, never mind then. Doesn't matter. Never had a chance. They are corrupted now though, so that's notable. Alright, let's gain that life. Back up to 10. Play Chorus. Play Dancer. Hold up, offer Immortality. Okay. I would like my Sinew Dancer to stay alive. I'm pretty sure. Just going to send all these in, and whichever one they block with the Centurion, I will go ahead and devotion that. More lands. But we have 5 toxic creatures for next turn, so that should be fine, I think. Looking in their graveyard. Alright. Should be lethal. Alright, well, feel free to attack if you want. Because that just makes it easier for me. I don't think you will, but... Alright, sure. Yeah, they didn't have it anyway. Sweet. Okay, I think we are 6-2. Can we get over the hump and get our 5th trophy? 4th trophy of the format with this deck? I don't know, let's check it out. Alright, we go first, and a land makes the hand great, and we love lands, so we will keep this. Worst case, got a couple removal spells if we need it. Hive Master on 3 would be outstanding. Boo. Well, yeah, I think I'm just going to have to pass here. Red-green. Alright. Let us find Archfiend, please. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and play the Hive Master. Four drop? Oof, that's good. I think I'll just go ahead and trade here. Can Annihilating Glare away their Golem and play a Duelist? I guess that's the best thing to do here. Could have also just played a Skitterling, but don't know if that's very good. So we need a weird mix of lands and spells from now. So lands for Scrap Trap, but spells so that we can stay in this here. Don't like the Vorak. I need to get some poison on them is the problem. Well, they've got 5 lands, and then Furnace Striders and things will probably just put us away. Ah, there's the Archfiend. So close. So I can Disruption to put the... No, I think I need to... I just need to play this as a blocker here. You just block the Vorak. Any land Archfiend is probably game for them. Unless they play a huge creature and a fight spell. 6, that's a huge creature. So, and it has stupid reach. Okay, well that was easy. Alright, well that worked out. It worked out for a moment. Now the fight spell will still work, unfortunately, so... But if they have it, they have it. I can't just not play the Archfiend if I draw a land here. Here, move the oil counter, make a... Oh no, Armored Scrap Gorger. Okay. Alright, well, yeah, just kind of got to do it. They're at the mercy of top decks to get rid of it. Okay. We'll just go ahead and proliferate the oil here. Ah, they're just going to try to make a couple 1/1s. That's fair. Pretty good little combo. This thing works with a couple cards in this format for sure. Cultivator, it does well with. Glistener Seer, it does well with. I mean, things that could just tap and remove oil counters. Like, ooh, that's pretty good. But again, if they don't answer this, then they will be toast. We're not going to get them corrupted at any point, so this isn't really doing anything here. It also kills their creature, makes them go to 11, puts this on the 2-turn clock now. If this dies, we proliferate over here as well. We have 5 counters on it now. Make a couple more 1/1s. Don't think there's anything worth playing or disrupting here. Go ahead and just clock them down to 5. Alright, land off the top wins it for us. For them, if they draw land off the top. No! Are you kidding me? They had 1 draw step. They had 1 draw step. Well, got a 6 and 3. 1 draw step away from the trophy there. Oh, that is brutal. Just brutal. I don't know how to get through at this point. I'm not sure we have I'm not sure we have the reach left in the deck. Really? They top decked a Ruthless Predation. Good for you. Good for you, I guess. Oh, I forgot that was a 4-4 already. I guess I just should have tapped that down. Oh, man. That's just tilting, man. Well, you probably fast forward through this one and see us lose now. Oh. Don't really have any attacks still. Yeah, red-green it's tough to deal with an Archfiend in red-green, but they played a creature that's not very good. And then also top-decked Ruthless Predation. So good beats. Good beats. That's all you needed to draw a couple turns ago. Yep, don't think we can win. The Ichorplate Golem gives creatures you control plus with oil counters +1/+1. They should have lethal if they just put them all on these 1/1s. So we can't put ourselves to 1 because the Skrelv's Hive will kill us. So have to keep that in mind. This puts us to 2. No, this puts us to 1 because we take 6 here. Gain 2, go to 1, so we have to do this. Take 5, go to 7. Yeah, that's the only block we have here. Well, they have to have a removal spell, I guess, right? Or did they just mess up? Only if an oil... Well, I have no choice but to attack with everything here, so, let's get on in. Did they just leave themselves dead? What? Oh my gosh, guys. Are you not entertained by that? Oh my goodness. They just left themselves 100% dead on the backswing when they had that game in the bag. I was almost conceding earlier, and then they just gave it to us. Oof. Gosh, could you imagine if that was like day 2 of the Arena Open or something? The amount of emotions that would be going along with winning like $2,000 because of that? But God, either way. 7-2, probably deserved a 6-1 or 6-3, but almost deserved a 7-2 because of the freaking luckiness of them top decking that one card when they did. But they left themselves dead there to a pretty darn good deck. I mean, Skrelv's Hive and Black Sun's Twilight did some work. Archfiend of the Draws, triple rare deck. I mean, yeah, really good, really fun to play, really fun to pilot. I hope you enjoyed watching it, as much of a roller coaster as that last game was. Thanks so much for tuning in today, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.